What a moment last night in California. It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah on Mix 101.5. And if you heard this sound outside, just know that was my father-in-law watching the show back in Indianapolis, Indiana, 600 miles away.
I think I speak for a lot of our audience that we would have paid money to have a pay-per-view of their living room.
I know.
During that halftime performance.
The living room, no doubt, was a good time. My wife and I are like, man, I wish we could teleport to Brownsburg, Indiana to be a part of this living room situation.
It was as attended as Kid Rock's performance.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what the attendance was last night. But what a moment last night. Loved his message of unity and community and love his representation of the Latino community. And I was so proud watching. My wife is Puerto Rican, if maybe some of you are newer to the show. But man, there has been so much kind of chaos in our world, I feel like, right, to start the year.
Sure.
And at least for 13 minutes, so many people got to feel seen in that halftime show last night. So it was a really cool moment, I know, for a lot of people.
I just loved what it represented, man. Like community, right?
Yes.
You felt an entire community of people banding together.
Yes, absolutely.
Showing off, a culture to be so, so proud of. And Bad Bunny, that dude, as vivacious and in your face as a performer he is, that dude is so humble and thoughtful.
So humble.
Like the way he just took the island and propped it up
Yes.
on the biggest stage for his people.
Yes.
I mean, how do you not think of it that way and then get chills,
Yeah, it's
and
like-
feel inspired?
It wasn't about me. It's about us.
It was a
Yes.
selfless performance, and he was like the best tour guide you could ask for through the island.
Yeah, he
way
was.
to put it.
He gave you everything as he took you around all of the things he loved about Puerto Rico and still loves about Puerto Rico. And then such a sensational finish with everybody holding flags and walking off. The energy was unreal, dude. And I can't imagine what it was like in your house, especially you having two mixed race kids, man.
Yes. It hit, definitely.
A performance like that, what do you think about, Kyle, in the future in terms of representation for your own children, what that performance means?
I want to say such as right now.
Such as maps.
That's a really
such
good question,
as,
Brian.
Therefore, and the Iraq,
Uh-oh.
and maps.
That is a really good question. I would just simply say I was taking in the moment of my wife last night and what she has experienced as a Latina and as a Hispanic and what she felt early on in her life and over time. And to get to that moment last night where she saw somebody that looks like her, a lot of people that looks like her, it was a really beautiful moment. I mean, there were definitely tears in our living room last night because we thought, man, this is happening. And at least for this 14 or 15 minutes, so many people get to feel seen and included when that might not feel like that's the case that should be all the time, which is a whole other conversation, as we know. But yeah, in my living room, man, last night, it was a moment. My sister-in-law called my wife last night to talk about it. And for me, my son and daughter, Sophia, are mixed-race kids. Obviously, have not had those conversations yet. Very young. But it was just a really powerful moment. And at the end of the performance, Bad Bunny said in Spanish, he said, "You should believe in yourself, too. You're worth more than you think. Trust me." And then ended with, well, the billboard was behind him talking about how love is more powerful than hate. I don't know if I answered your question, and I know I did not give a such as in that.
You should. Well, you could throw one
and
in
a
now.
long answer to your question, but a lot of different feelings, I think, just in general that I felt watching that, Brian.
Yeah, I really wish we could have seen your father-in-law taking it in and your mother-in-law. It was such a beautiful performance and so many cameos. I mean, that was part of the fun for me because I'm sitting there, I'm dancing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, Cardi B, Pedro Pascal, is that Jessica Alba?" And it was just so fun, and that's what he promised. He promised a good time, and it felt like a party, and it absolutely was.
And the fact that we saw after the show last night that we could not believe, Brian did not realize it until this morning when he told him.
Blew my
Best
mind.
part of the whole thing.
But when you watched it, he tried to bring Puerto Rico to life as much as possible, right? With the towering bushes, the shrubbery, the different nods to Puerto Rico. We're like, oh, that's cool. And then we saw the video after the show. people were in costumes. They were the shrubbery and all this, and it blew our minds. And you see everybody running out.
It's brilliant, though.
Running out to get in position, and then they run off the field dressed in costume as shrubs and plants and trees and whatnot. It was anyway.
That looks like me back in Nam. Am I right, Charlie? We was everywhere, and I was dressed up as grass, walking around.
I mean, it's brilliant to get that much shrubbery out onto the field. I will say, though, it will be my Halloween costume this year. I am going as grass.
It should be. You know what I wanted so badly
What's
now?
that, Brian?
Is wanted one of those people dressed as grass to sneeze.
I know. I thought that, too.
Just everybody stands still, and then one does a big wave.
Because we learned earlier today, we talked to somebody earlier today that was in the halftime show, and you apply, and they look at your credentials and they place you. So you don't even know. So some people went there hoping to be dancing with a hot somebody, and
you're
grass.
Bush.
You're grass.
You're
Now I
Bush.
need to fit you
Exactly.
for your grass.
Do you have an allergy? Oh, well, here's a
By the way,
Benadryl.
if you missed that conversation with Brittany Ayers, she is a dance instructor from the Heat Dance Collective in Pinehurst, North Carolina. The behind the scenes and
cool.
what she got to live on the field last night, very close to Bad Bunny, is extraordinary. We'll probably re-air that here in about an hour or so. But the fact that she was in California last night doing the halftime show, 12 hours later she's back in Pinehurst about to teach students today. What a 24-hour run
cool.
for Brittany. And what a moment for many of you and my family where you watched that and you felt so seen in that moment. And congratulations to Bad Bunny, what he accomplished, where it's never about him, it's about everybody else. It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah Mix. It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah on Mix 101.5.